Hey friends, welcome back. Today we are dealing with the sweet potato slips. I will show you what we did and I'll show you the grow station behind you, the monstrosity of slips that we have. I learned and I'm going to show you how I'm going to separate these into several slips. Okay, first of all, this is not a tutorial. This is me figuring this out and figuring it out the hard way. So we're going to cut these just to start with, that way I can pull the whole tray out and get this unstuck from the blind. So I watched video over and over again and I'm struggling with the concept of, do I cut above the node or below the node, and do I really want to make each plant only have one node? Get more plants that way if you do, but they're not as deep, you know what I mean? So my brain's just struggling with this. So you're going to see me screw up a lot in the beginning, but we get it figured out. Weren't those growing crazy? It's pretty awesome though. So each node will actually form roots, is what I've learned. So we can actually separate this into several plants. So I'll bring you in closer and show you. And then we're just going to put a whole bunch of slips into this water and let them stay in the water and roots and plant them out in May. What is today? It's the middle of March right now, so they're going to be in this water for a while. So we'll have to make sure we change it out often and don't let these rot on us. Okay, so basically this is a node right here. It'll form a leaf and a root, but it can be its own plant. And we can cut here or here, but since we're going to have, hold on, I'm struggling with one hand. Got the GoPro in one hand and this in the other. Since we're going to make this its own plant, we'll just cut below each node. And we'll just leave this one like this. Okay, so we got all these here that we'll do as well. And we got those so far. The scratches on my arm are from the raspberry plants, in case you were wondering. But so I proceed to cut below every single node on all of these slips. And then I'm left with a chunk of stem, and I'm like looking at it here like, wait, like I'm still questioning the entire process during this. But I'm just hoping it works out. I'm going to pick off the leaf so it doesn't rot and stick it in the water. See? Questioning. I have this long stem. Why do I cut it? I watched the video again and that looks more like what Millennial Gardener was cutting. Because we don't need this whole chunk of stem here. That's the plant and that's the roots. So then I cut the stem off of all of these and I'm left with that weird looking thing. Okay, now that we snipped them at the top, I was able to get them off the shelf. Oh. So I put the little ones in a small container here. And now we're going to deal with all this. So I'm going to pull them off the sweet potato here. Might be able to get some roots with them. And start cutting them into smaller sections. There's so many nodes, it's hard to decide on where I want to cut it. Got small, medium, and large containers here. My heart is hurting at this point, cutting those into so many small pieces. I end up having so many more that this screw up isn't a huge loss at all. I still have more than I need. So this is a good learning experience. Yeah, leave several nodes and several leaves on one slip, and that will work out much better. And you'll see at the very end that I understand this concept a little better, and that is what we actually do. But for now, you can suffer with me and watch this extremely sad and frustrating process. Along with Millennial Gardener, Indiana Backyard Gardener also has a video over this, which she was nice enough to share with me. So you can go check her out as well if you want. Question, can you see, hold on, can you see on here? All those bumps? They're kind of slimy when I do that. It just kind of feels like I just smushed it off and around. Does anybody know what all this is on my sweet potato plants? And what I should do? This one's, look at that. That one's really bad. I'm gonna Google it. Okay, so according to Google, it could be mites or edema, which is just like, I forgot what I read. Anyways, it's not, nothing's moving, so it's not living mites. So hopefully it's just edema, and I don't need to worry about it. I'm just going to continue on as usual. Okay, I'm going to finish up here, getting these cut up and put into their water containers. And then in a week or two, I'll update you in this video at the end and let you see how everything's going and how it's doing and how the roots are forming. And then later on in a separate video, we'll plant them all out together in May. We just have a few left. I'm going to leave these, put them back under the lights. I left some bigger with several nodes on them. Okay, see you in a few seconds for you, but a week or two for me, and we'll get an update on these. Love you, Tater. Friends, sweet potato slips are doing awesome. I will bring you in close and show you how well they rooted. I need to change out the water as well and add some more. All right, let's take them to the kitchen, give them some fresh water, and look at them more closely. I'm so excited. Can you see? It's been 2 weeks, and they have grown back to where they were before, almost. Let me show you. Let me zoom in and show you. So you can see growing back up right there. And they're doing it here. Let me get closer. Tater's in my way, so I was hoping that would work, but it did not. Okay, you can see that now. There's 2 of them real tall. Another one poking right here, and they're just massive all back there. That's pretty awesome though. I'll be able to share a lot of sweet potato slips. Okay, it's been 2 weeks, and look at what's happened again already. I actually just cut one. Oh, hold on. I just cut one that was like this tall again. Maybe it's been 3 weeks, something like that. And they're poking through again. We have one poking through here, And I waited a few weeks so I can give you the update, which I did. I showed you how well these rooted. And they're just going at it again. So I had to cut them again. And I'm thinking, I have really deep containers I'm going to plant these in. So why not just keep them long, like this? Okay? And then every node, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, something like that, 5 or 6 nodes here will all root out, and I'll plant it deep. And it'll just root out all over, side to side, all around, and it'll root out deep, and it'll root out higher up, and we'll have sweet potatoes that way. And just plop it right in the middle of a big container. So I'm doing more in my tall container, and we're gonna do that. And then we have these medium-sized ones here. I did this like a week later after I put these in the soil, okay? A week later, I put this in water. That's all I got. I've never cut on it. Just have these slips and roots down there. So this is not impressive at all. And then we have small ones here. So I'm kind of like, not even sure if I'm going to need these small ones, but they're rooting pretty good. And then the small ones that we did earlier in this video, I got rid of those. I was having a hard time getting the concept of where to cut and how to have them, and I was just like, nah, because these are only going to have one node and one set of roots, and just no. And so I'm going to cut some more, put them in here, and in a month we get to plant them out. And here's our new bouquet of sweet potato slips. Oh, that's not going to fit. Ew. Okay, I'm going to have to figure that out. So I will see you later. Stay tuned for when we plant these out. Have a wonderful day. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.